Well, overgrown yards can feel overwhelming, but with the right approach, you can turn that jungle into a beautiful outdoor space. Here's some tips to get that garden back in shape.
All right, it's time to get cracking and do a winter cleanup for your yard. I like to do it in the fall, mainly because it's a little bit warmer, but everybody has busy lives and you put it off to winter, like today. All right, let's get busy.
First up, take a good look at your project. This place is a small jungle. Today we're simply going to do a quick winter cleanup, like cutting back overgrown branches, trimming some junipers and other plants, and also removing this ivy that's creeping onto the sidewalk. And let's not forget about raking up any leaves and dead branches. All right, let's start with this overgrown laurel and nearby bushes. Today, my friend Conrado is helping me. We're using a cordless hedge trimmer and pole saw to tackle the overgrown branches. Don't cut more than 1/3 of the plant. This could damage the hedge or leave a big ugly hole.
Man, this hedge is looking way better. But what about this ivy that's overgrown on the sidewalk? To cut this by hand, it would take you all day, but I have a little trick.
Conrado lifted the hedge off the sidewalk with a shovel. This allowed me to cut underneath the ivy without hitting the ground. Don't use your bare hands. That's dangerous. I carefully cut the vines all the way along the sidewalk. It was super easy. We even used this trick on the staircase leading to the front door. Ivy was taking over the place, but not for long. It's really fast, safe, and simple. Once the ivy and staircase were looking tight, we said hello to the junipers. The first thing we did was cut out this rogue branch growing in the middle of the plant. It's part of a nearby cherry tree, but it has to go. When cutting back junipers, don't cut in sub-freezing weather. Also, you want to prune before any new growth starts to appear. Today is the perfect time to shape up these junies. Some of these guys were hacked before, with dead holes everywhere, but they'll eventually fill in. And remember to wear gloves for all gardening work, especially junipers. They can be a little prickly. Once we had everything pruned and clipped, we raked up the yard thoroughly, leaving some leaves for a winter blanket. And if you have perennials, cut them down to 3 to 4 inches from the ground. They'll come roaring back this spring. Next, we hit the yard with a leaf blower, cleaning up all the small debris we missed with the rake and the broom. This yard was getting back in shape and looking like a little jewel again for the neighborhood. And don't forget, most cities have a compost program, so fill up those bins.
Really looks a lot better, doesn't it? Now, if you do the little things this winter, your spring is really going to blossom. Happy gardening, everybody.